Being raped is a life sentence. You may learn how to cope with it, but the pain never goes away. And the fear that comes along with that never goes away.
Laura Newman spent nearly 2 decades living in fear as a survivor of an unsolved rape. 18 at the time and ready to change the world, Alfonso Hill, a total stranger, broke into her Baltimore City apartment through a window. He put a gun to her head and a pillow over her face. Laura recalls responding officers acting as if they didn't believe her.
The police didn't believe me. The police thought I knew the assailant. The police thought it was consensual. Well, not only did they not try, they dismissed it.
Her rape kit sat on an evidence shelf, never tested. 19 years later, after Laura convinced police to reopen the investigation, they discovered her rape kit had been destroyed.
I couldn't believe that. Why would you destroy evidence? We found out, in fact, there were still fingerprints.
Sadly, how police investigators treated Laura's case is still happening to others today. That claim is supported by 2015 legislation signed by the governor requiring police departments to report the number of untested sexual assault kits in their agencies. We obtained a copy of it through the Public Information Act request. Police departments report an astonishing total of 3,765 untested sexual assault collection kits statewide.
That's a lot of kits. And the policies about when do we test them and when do we decline to test them really need to be updated, re-examined, and modernized.
Lisa Jordan is Executive Director and Counsel for the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault.
Many of the reasons that we used to think were good reasons to not test a kit, we've found out now that they're really not.
Montgomery County has 1,165 untested kits dating back to 1981. There are 871 in Baltimore City. Why not test them all?
There's a couple reasons why you don't and shouldn't. It's a resource draw. And on that draw, you end up with the inability to test other cases.
Plus, they cite FBI rules making some kits ineligible for a DNA database. The department now does a monthly audit of all lab requests, but still doesn't test all kits.
Detroit was in a very similar situation, and so they tested about 1,600 kits there. They found 127 serial rapists.
There are 503 untested kits in Howard County. They don't test if the survivor declines to prosecute. And Arundel County has 207 and doesn't test if the assailant is known to the victim.
Just because we know who the rapist is doesn't mean we shouldn't test the kit. We need to test that kit to find out, has that rapist raped someone else or been involved in some other crime?
Harford County reports 107 untested kits. Police cite in some cases, quote, the suspect admitted to consensual sex, end quote. Baltimore County has more than 100 untested kits. Chief Jim Johnson is reviewing 3 years of rape cases following complaints detectives were not investigating them. In Laura's case, fingerprints led to a confession, a conviction, and more.
And in my case, we found out later he was a serial rapist. He was one of the most prolific rapists in Maryland history. We know that now, and we wouldn't have known that had I not pursued the case. Every kit should be tested.
This survey is expected to generate significant change in the way police investigate rape cases and handle sexual assault collection kits. The state attorney general is using this data to generate a report and come up with some policy recommendations to the General Assembly by December 1st. For the 11 News I team, I'm David Collins.